I just sat here for about a good, I don't know, minute or so just to figure out how I wanted to start this video. Cause I get like the title is probably pretty confusing and it's also like, okay, what? But I wanted to in a way put this video on the channel. A question that I'm already predicting and I'm calling it out in my mind that I'm gonna be asked probably time and time again, but I want this to be a point of reference. As I'm claiming it right now, preemptive victory and success in the future. Why do I call myself Redface the Degenerate? Well, for starters, we have to break down each each word. But let's work our way backwards because I'm a very unorthodox individual and I don't do things the way that anybody else does, or so I'm told by everyone, including my mother. Degenerate, by definition, there's actually two definitions. There's the adjective and then the technical. First one, adjective. Having lost the physical, mental, or moral qualities considered normal and desirable, showing evidence of decline. So, the list goes on and on and on. But why I call myself Redface the Degenerate, again, working our way backwards, is essentially having to do a little bit with that first definition, the adjective. Showing a decline or having lost like the moral qualities considered normal and desirable. And I feel like it's best to highlight that second part. Those moral qualities considered normal and desirable. I'm about to say we as a society, but it's true. Like as a people, both in real life and on the internet, but especially since those two are bleeding together, have gotten to a point where, although it is somewhat of a loud minority, have let toxicity and discrimination, distastefulness, refusing to agree, I could go on the list and list of negative qualities and negative traits that people have, let it controlled us. We're at a point where things that are wrong are considered right, and what's right is considered wrong. Things are very backwards. And you could argue the fact that being selfish, harassing, and, putting down others is the norm. I mean, we're at a point where most people would prefer to hold a grudge and say, I want this person gone, I want this person out of my life, and I will celebrate whenever bad things happen to them. We're at a point where not only is that considered normal, but it's even encouraged, which is baffling to me. So when I say that I'm a degenerate, I'm specifically stating directly as my title, I'm moving away from the crowd. I am a fish swimming upstream because everybody, they're heading towards the corrupt waters. Those dirty swamps and everything like that. I don't want to go over to that side. I'd rather stay in the fresh salt lakes and things like that. I don't know why I'm going further and further with this fish metaphor, but you see what I'm saying. I'd rather be considered a degenerate and doing things ethically in my heart, being silent when some people are telling me to do bad and things like that, than doing the norm by calling people out of their name just for something that they type in like a 2-line comment, or looking at somebody else and saying, nah, you don't need to forgive them. That's no, hold that grudge, hold on to that grudge and celebrate when bad things happen. I'd rather be called a degenerate by refusing to do those things than to move forward with those types of actions that I just don't agree with. And if I'm called an idiot or a fool Or people say that,
man, this guy's weak, this guy's soft, he's wrong for trying to do that. No, there's no moral high ground. Go ahead and just hold that grudge, walk away from that person, etc., etc.
I'm a degenerate then. So what? Working our way backwards again, we've got the word the. I know, really awesome. Probably one of the most effective 3-letter words in the English lexicon. Why did I put the in my like sort of self-proclaimed title? I feel like it holds importance to it. It kind of doesn't just say like, hey, I'm one of, or I'm somebody who is the type of person, but it's like, hey, no, I'm claiming this. I am the person. What is this? The person. You can tell it's late when I'm recording this, but shh, we don't have to talk about that. Like, Batman is the Dark Knight. Superman is the Man of Tomorrow. Spider-Man is the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And the last one, Redface. I have no clue why I added that. No, you probably expected like a deep reason behind it, or like, what does that mean? Why did you call himself Red? Well, I prefer Red as a nickname because I think it's something that kind of suits me and is funny. As for Redface, I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. It's been so long, it just stuck and it never kind of unlatched itself from me. But I can tell you why I spell it with the R backwards. It's a simple reason, but it's something that I greatly keep with me. My dad, when he writes his signatures, I asked him once why he did that. He just said, "Oh, it looks cool," and it kind of matches the logo. And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. I'm taking that then." My dad, when he writes his signatures, he writes the R in his name backwards, and I was just like, "That's really cool. I'm gonna do that." So in a way, it's kind of just like keeping a bit of a legacy alive. My father's not gone, by the way. I'm just saying, like, keeping the legacy. You know, he's still cool. Yeah, I why am I stuttering? But yeah, that's why that's there. Also, fun fact: red is not even my favorite color. It's my third favorite color. It's not my favorite color though. Seriously, why did I call myself? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe my face will get really red when I continuously scream time and time again from jump scares, or get excited playing video games, or things like that. We'll see. But yeah, as far as things go now, that's really the only reason why I wanted to make this video. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, Redface out. Goodbye, guys.